Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Susan. I am 57, a size 20, 22, 5'4" tall. This is another what shall I wear on Christmas Day video, because if you'd seen my Morrisons video you would know what a disaster my selection was then. So today is a haul from Tu Sainsburys. I'm very excited. I have got a whole range of different things, from a casual coord to full sequins to a lace dress. I am determined to look my best on Christmas Day, to enjoy the festivities, welcome guests to the house, and just having a wonderful Christmas. Oh, did I say the sequins may be too much? I don't know. I love this brown sequin sparkle dress. It is quite a plain shift style, little short sleeves there. If you watch my Marks and Spencer's haul, you know that the problem was that the sequins were rubbing underneath my armhole because they was just straps there. But this is just quite a plain shift dress. The sequins have been sewn onto a velvet background, and there is a lining too, a coordinating brown lining. So there's no chance that those sequins are going to rub and annoy you. Just quite a plain round neck at the front, but look at that detail on the back. Isn't that fabulous? A sash bow there. And that's how you get it on and off, because there's quite a large peephole there. I'm loving this. I bought it in a size 22 and it was £25. Now, annoyingly, just as I ordered this, they did their 25% sale. So if you're quick, I don't know when that's 25% off offer finishes, but it probably is by the time I get this edited and up, I must be honest. But for £25, that I think is a real bargain. Loving that, really am. So the next dress I have, I promised you a lace dress. It's come off the hanger and it's looking a bit sorry for itself. Don't worry that it looks sheer, because there is an underslip there, but it's actually slipped off the hanger up the top here and is just hanging down. But it is just a full length dress, lace dress there with long sleeves. And I'm glad really that the little petticoat underneath isn't showing, because you can see the beauty of that lace. Shirt style, with a collar there, buttoned all the way up, and a little sash belt. Now I'm presuming, let me try and find out where it's hanged. Yes, so the petticoat, the underskirt, is in like one of these stretch polyester jerseys, and it's just got little spaghetti straps to go underneath the dress, so your underwear is hidden, but you still got the beauty of all that beautiful lace there. Very, very nice. A classic dress. I could see this coming out time after time. Definitely, I'm in love with this one just as much as the sequin. £30, and again, I bought it in a size 22. Sometimes those shirt sort of styles do cling over the tummy, and I obviously wanted a little bit of reassurance that it was going to fit. So I said it was quite an eclectic mix of different items. So I bought, as well as two dresses, of course you have to go for a pair of trousers, and I was very excited to be able to get these in the short, because I often find trousers just too long for me. So this pair of trousers has elasticated back with that gathering there, a plain sort of front, no pleating, and I often do find pleating quite flattering, because it sort of pleats over my tummy. It allows me to have the extra fabric here, but not on the waistband. So I'm not sure how they are going to go, despite having all that elastication there. I obviously bought them in a size 22, but the detail here, just a nod to the festive season with that double silver glimmer. Is it showing up there? Stripe down both sides, and there is some concealed pockets along with that stripe. Quite wide legs, so they should be flattering and hopefully balance out my hips, and just a simple hem on the bottom. Just looking, it's got a little bit of a dust mark on there, which is a bit annoying, isn't it? But I quite like those. Look really, really nice, because you've got that nod to the festive season, but it's not over the top, and maybe the sequin dress would be. But, of course, it wouldn't be Christmas if you didn't have a few sequins, would it? So just excuse me while I get into this packet here. Oh, I'm liking this. I am liking this. Sleeveless, so I shouldn't get too overheated. Sorry about all that rustling. But look at that. Silver glimmer, so hopefully you can see where I was going to echo that silver trim on the trousers. But it just glimmers. You can still see quite a lot of the black is in a black stripe, but can you see that they're actually dangling? Some of these sequins, sort of threads, and are just dangling, sort of very reminiscent of sort of like flapper style. And as you move, of course, those extra dangles are going to catch the light and glimmer too. I'm liking this. This looks really, really good. Underneath, it's got the same sort of stretchy jersey lining there, which is attached. So that's not a separate lining, just a little Rolo button at the back to get it on and off. Looking at the bottom, it looks wide enough to go over my hips, but I'm a little bit worried that these armholes, although very nice, they look a little bit deep. And will I have the same problem as the Marks & Spencer's sleeveless dress, where my underarm is just rubbing on the sequins there? Let me just see. I bought this in a size 22 and was £14. I can't remember if I told you the price of these trousers. £20 if I didn't. So I think that's quite a nice outfit together for £34. That will definitely take you on to New Year's Eve, won't it? And even with the trousers, I think that would be a stunning outfit. But maybe with a black pleated skirt or something, definitely a New Year's Eve. I bought a second top just in case the sleeveless didn't suit me, and it was the colour. Just look at this rich royal blue velvet. Although it's got some sort of texture to it, it feels like a velvet. It's just got that lovely sort of wave texture to it. Quite a plain top, as in it's just got these scooped necks here. I've got it backwards. These two scoop necked, and it is just falls down to a smock. Now, looking from that armhole down to the bottom here, I think it's going to be quite short on me. So that might not be a favourite in that case. I do prefer something that's going to skim over the top of my tummy. Let's just see. Well, the sequin top is actually pretty much the same length, so maybe I'll have the problem with the both of them. This is obviously some sort of velvet plisse, because it's just got that stretch feeling to it, and the inside reminds me of plisse. I don't know if that's acceptable, but around the bottom of the smock there's no hem. It's literally just been cut, and I will be honest, not very straight. It does look a little bit jaggedy to the naked eye, maybe not to you on camera, but it does look a little bit jaggedy. So I'm not sure I like that at all. But for £12, can you see, £12, I think it was a bargain. Not sure why I bought a size 20, other than maybe they didn't have a 22 available, but I don't think it's the width that's going to be an issue with this. Hopefully not the length either. So I've gone from total glitz on Christmas Day with the sequins to the more refined lace dress to the comfort fitting trousers and top with a bit of sparkle or just that richness that you want at Christmas, to an absolute, how can I call it, casual outfit. Now, if you're a long-standing viewer, you will know that my collaboration with the lovely Rianne Warlow, we have had 2 coordinated sets. One was Rianne's choice from Marks and Spencer's, which was a dark chocolate brown plisse set. I love the style, but I was not a fan of the colour. I know she kept it and she's worn it on several occasions on different videos and things, and she looks fabulous in it. And then subsequently, because I did love the idea of this coordinated coord, I chose one from Next, which was in a knitted fabric, which was a disaster because it was shedding threads everywhere and would just bag and just wouldn't wash very well. So, have I actually found my coord at last? Because this could almost be a duplicate of the one from Marks and Spencer's, as in these sort of wide-legged, loose-fitting trousers. Here, with that elasticated waist that are just very soft, very casual, very easy to wear. I bought them in a 20 regular. Whether they didn't offer the petite, I can't remember, or maybe they were sold out, which is more than likely. But for £18, that was this is much cheaper than the Marks and Spencer's outfit. I don't think I'm going to have an issue with the size, even though it's a size 20. The length may be the problem with these. They do look rather long, but like the other top, there's no hem on there, literally just cut. And that is how wide the bottom of the legs are. The legs are just straight up and down. Gosh, that's loads. And I'm getting a little bit disheartened because my legs, in proportion to the rest of my body, are actually quite skinny, and these may drown me. My optimism that I may just be able to cut off a couple of inches and not have to worry about this, the length of them is dwindling, I'm afraid. Oh, that's such a shame if they're going to be too long, because I love this burgundy rich colour, and this top is just so simple but hopefully so flattering, with these sort of like short dolman sleeves there and the round neck. And I have fallen in love with plisse, but I just haven't been able to find the pieces to really sort of fit and flatter me. Yes, the hem around the sleeves again has just been cut, and I think you can see even better there how sort of quite jagged and rough that has been cut. I had high hopes for this. I could see this, if not for Christmas Day, definitely for Boxing Day, you know, that day when you just want to lounge around and not really do very much. £14 for the top. That's everything that I've shown you now. let's try it on. You can let me know how you feel about it, what you think fits and flatters me in the comments below, but I will give my opinion as I try it on. Believe me, I will be highly critical, and if I feel something's not right, I'll be letting you know, and then you know that I've also realised it's not for me and it will be going back. I only need one outfit. Let's see if that one outfit is in this haul. I love it, but even I can recognise the fact that this is just too much for Christmas Day. Just going to step back for you to admire the sequins in all their glory. I think it's a very, very flattering style because it's skimming over everything. It's a good length, just sort of hitting me on the knee. I love it, but it's just too much for Christmas Day. That bow on the back is just lovely, isn't it? Just that chocolate brown satin bow. You would definitely need to have your hair up to make the most of that. So yes, I love the dress, and I'm holding out my arms because I want you to see maybe what the issue is. I just feel it's just a little bit too shapeless and baggy across my shoulders, making them look quite sort of rounded, and just feels a little bit big. It's nice that my bingo wings are covered, and there's just a decent amount of shimmer on these sequins, but I just feel it just feels a little bit big here. Not overly so. Remember, I sized up to the 22. I am having to admit that that is my sizing at the moment, and this certainly has enough room to fit a Christmas dinner in, which is a very important criteria that I forgot to mention earlier. I like it, but I think it's just a bit over the top, and to be honest, I don't feel the top is that flattering. Maybe I did need a V or a different sort of collar there, and it would have done a little bit more justice if it had set in sleeves. Beautiful dress, not for me. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this dress. This black lace just feels so elegant, so sophisticated, and this fits me like a dream. I cannot complain at all. I haven't done all the buttons up, and you can see slip there. That comes down to just over my knee, but the dress is longer, hitting me sort of mid shin there, so you get to see that lace again. The slip is not full length. It's got such a lovely stretch to it, this lace. I hadn't appreciated, so I'm feeling totally comfortable. I think this collar is very flattering. I've chosen to leave it undone a little bit. You can see the petticoat where it covers up, so nothing is really visible. Those sleeves, of course, are sheer, and you can see the beauty of that lace there. The back, you could do the collar all the way up, and I think that still looks quite nice, but a little bit maybe too severe. I'm loving this dress. The sash I've just done up quite loosely in a little knot. Sometimes I find that a bow just adds a little bit more bulk. But if I undo it, you can see that it's quite just a plain shift sort of shirt dress. Loving this one, definitely worth the £30. The only issue, I don't know if you can see, they had it's got elastication on the end of the sleeves, which I've sort of pulled up and then let it boosh down over the top. Still quite wide fitting because the sleeves are actually much too long for me. It may be worth a visit to a dressmaker to have them cut off and re-elasticated, because I think it does look better, you know, to that wrist there, maybe even 3/4. That is my only concern about this dress, is that the sleeves are too long. There's no gaping here, just fits absolutely beautiful, and I feel quite special in this dress. But it's black fitting for Christmas Day. I could certainly imagine this on a night out. I could certainly imagine it on my cruises, but that's not what I'm looking for on this occasion. So I think I might be tempted to keep this, but not plan to wear it on Christmas Day. And I did just say I'm only looking for one outfit, and already I'm considering one that's not going to be suitable for Christmas Day. Let's see how I get on with the trousers and the tops. Oh, I don't know about this one. I'm in two minds. The top, all my misgivings that it was going to be too long haven't proved to be valid. That lining there is lying really nicely, and then the sequin overlay, and as I move I think you can see the shimmer and the way maybe that these sort of dangles are moving. I think I was justified in being concerned about the armholes. You can see that it just comes down a little bit too low, and you can see my underwear and even this little bit that we don't really like. Such a shame. If only they hadn't been so generous with that armhole, that maybe they were mindful of the fact that the sequins may rub. So I think the top is a no, I'm afraid. The trousers, I'm a little bit 50-50 on. These are the 22. I've seemed to have quite a lot of room in them, but I'm not sure if I'd size down to a 20 if they would have felt too tight here. I can feel that there's a bit of excess fabric across the bottom here, but that's probably because of these gathers. I think they're very flattering. Sorry, I've just got to rescue something from the cat. No, madam, you can't trail all over that. So, going back to the trousers. Fit flatteringly over the tummy. Feel that there's just a little bit of excess fabric over the bottom because of that elastication. The sort of wide leg style of the trousers, I get it, but like I said, I haven't got sort of like the width here to need to fill them out quite as much. The pockets are lovely though, and because they're not tight, I've got loads of room in them. These were the shorts, remember, and I've got my sort of white 1-inch sort of shoes on, and they are trailing on the floor. Even if I try to hoist them up as far as the undercrotch will allow, they're still too long. But they sit quite nicely. Now I'm trying to stand up so you can get a proper sort of view of the length. 50-50 about the trousers, but not the top. The top will definitely be going back. But let's try the other top on and see if that one's better. So the velvet top, what a beautiful colour this is, and the fabric feels really, really soft. I ordered this in the size 20, and even that I feel is too big. Definitely very generous in size. The length doesn't feel too bad, but of course I've got these super flattering, maybe too big trousers on that isn't clinging to my tummy and just allowing that to flow free. I feel the back is longer than the front. Maybe it's because I think the seams are in the right place. It's definitely longer on the back than the front. But like I said, I just feel it's just too oversized. Too much fabric here. If it was to be a little bit more form-fitting, it may be better, but definitely over the shoulders and around the neck, just too big. And I'd size down on this, so I'm a little bit disappointed that this oversized top is just too oversized for me. If I can get back into Sainsburys and have a look, I'd definitely be tempted to see if they have this in the smaller size though, because I think it might just suit me a little bit better if it was to be a little bit snugger. And like I said, the fabric is beautiful, and for the price of this, it is a really good top. Oh my word, if you want a boost to your self-esteem and that reassurance you're not actually that large a size that you imagine you are, try this outfit on. The trousers, oh my word, I really do feel like I could fit another me in them. They are just so huge, absolutely huge, and I'd size down to a 20 for this. I reckon I could get away with a 14, maybe a 16. I've got so much room in this waistband. They are just too oversized for me. And the length, I knew they were going to be long. And I'd sort of talked myself into being able to shorten them. But look at the width of that leg. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know what sizing they were going off of for this to be a size 20, but I'm going to need to size down at least 2 or 3 sizes, I think. Absolutely ridiculous. Obviously I can't comment if a smaller size will be as flattering over the tummy. I just know that I feel like a clown in these. The top, funny enough, doesn't feel as oversized as the trousers. Maybe it's the fabric and the way it falls, because it's such a similar shape to the blue one, the blue velvet one, but I feel it just flatters me a lot more. I love the way that this is just falling. Maybe down one size in the top might be better, but this neckline here is just so much more flattering, and I've got a couple of tops from Marks and Spencer's now with this same neckline, and I like it. The sleeves, they don't cover the whole of my bingo wing, but I think that's what's helping it not look so big here. I had high hopes for this top because I thought I would look smart and casual and be comfortable and not overheat, but my word, Tu, what on earth were you thinking about with these trousers? Oh, never mind. I feel really good because a size 20 is too big for me.